It's in the game. The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Great, set.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. Down at the 25.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Rodgers. This is Smith with the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Eagles, nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Hurts changing up the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Second and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth.
Green 18, inside.
To throw is Rodgers. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometime.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 93 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, 42 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Good grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How Now some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
19 yards. That's good for the Eagles. First down.
A first down carry for Barkley. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
133 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
This is caught.
And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's another Eagles first down. First and goal.
Barkley.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Steelers 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Another try for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the 3rd quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rodgers now to throw. He'll find Metcalf. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
A handoff for Warren.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Hey, 26. Yeah, this.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Eagles 14. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 73.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 63 yards.
And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each, that tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
First down, Steelers.
Jump out! 630!
Rodgers going to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, 6'1", 319.
Rodgers to throw once more. Completes it to Austin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A gain of 19 yards.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They run behind center with Gainwell.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's one.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll run here with Gainwell. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here now, 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Warren.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They get this out left. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
And rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. King, Phil King.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley.
And a short pickup to about the 25. Here's 2nd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there.
And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
73.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. And an Eagles 1st down.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.